Gliese 667C. It is quite fascinating. It's again a 3-star system. It's a triple star system, which is just 23 light years away from Earth. So what you're seeing right now is close to what it actually was in 2000 or 1999. So it is not far away at all. Now we have talked about what was that, Alpha Centauri, right? Now that was interesting as well. Now this is also a similar kind of star system because it is again a 3-star system. Number one, Gliese 667A and Gliese 667B are at a distance of 13 astronomical units, and 230 AU away is Gliese 667C, which is the most big area of interest over here. It is actually a red dwarf which is having the mass of 0.35 or 35% the mass of Sun, luminosity of somewhere close to only 1.4%, that is 0.014 solar luminosity. The other two are pretty massive, that is Gliese 667A is having 73% of solar mass and 13% of luminosity. Gliese 667b is having 69% solar mass. It is 5% solar luminosity. All right, so they are very, very dim, and also that makes sense that it might be very young. So let us get into Gliese 667c and pay attention at the system over here. So earlier there were less discoveries about this, but now we know more, that more and more planets are revolving. So you can see over here that there are in total of 6 planets revolving. No, 5 planets revolving, and the 6th one is the star. So if you look at the star, this is the star, and this website is so amazing that you can actually compare it. So this is the Sun. It does appear smaller, and as you can see, it is not really a star like Sun. It is a red dwarf. All right, and as you can see over here as well, it is 24 light years away. Now coming back to the system again, it is said that it might be having as much as 7 different planets revolving around the star, but so far NASA has been able to mark 5 of them, and you can check them out as it is given over here. So it is G667C, B, C, E, F, and G, and that is what I was not able to understand because the guy who was commenting was talking about D. So NASA has not put information about that. But let us compare these planets with our Earth. So as you can see, these are much larger than Earth, and it is, although larger than Earth, it is much smaller than Jupiter. All right, most of them are gas giants as far as what we can say for now. And that is what I'm saying, like these systems are at a very infant stage of their journey, and over millions and billions of years these will turn out to be something like us, because these are pretty much at a very perfect location for you to live properly. So for example, this Gliese 667Cc, I'm going to focus on that over here. This is kind of a habitable zone. So this is a hypothetical visualization that you are seeing over here. It is kind of a habitable zone because it receives 90% of the light that Earth receives. Let us compare it with Earth right now. Yeah, it is larger than Earth, but the light that it is receiving is somewhere close to 90% of what we are receiving over here. And the main reason for that is that Gliese 667 is much dimmer. Now, there was a YouTuber, I'm going to give credits somewhere in the screen right now. He basically discussed about how these orbits are very small. So you can see this is the orbit of Mercury, and these are orbit of all the planets that are revolving around this small star. So they are very close to their own star as compared to what we are having in our solar system. And this in particular, the planet C, is having a revolution of only 28 days. So that is how their 1 year looks like. In 28 days it is done. The main reason would be the orbit is much smaller. This planet also shows sign that there might be presence of H2O. Now these are all the reasons why people are thinking that it is in one of those habitable zones. So what we are looking at is the planet which is second closest to its star. And this one, which is the closest one, let's pay attention towards that as well. This one looks beautiful, without a doubt. It is 6 times the mass of Earth. So if you compare that with Earth, this is the Earth and this is your purple planet. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? I'm just going to show you quick views of other two. You can, by the way, go to the website and check it out yourself. There's an abundance of information. You can go through it one by one. One problem with this one that I would like to mention over here, and let me bring it back. Where did it go? Yeah. One problem is that it does not actually have a rotation. You get the point? It has a revolution around its star, but it does not have a rotation. So one side of it will always remain in shadow, or a bigger problem would be one side of it will always be kind of frozen. And the next side, even though this is frozen, we'll just inhabit over here. But then that side will be super heated up. So you will be having something in the middle over here, which can be called as terminator line, where you can spend some time to live. Golden line, where it will be not too hot and not too cool, where you can live. So that drastically decreases the amount of habitable zone, but at the same time, the places like those will be having like 28 days out of 28 days, very chill kind of weather. Also, since the atmosphere of this will be a little bit thicker, because of that reason, there might be a little bit moderation of weather. These are like far-fetched dreams. Let me see if I can remove this kind of thing. Yeah, there it is. This is your entire planet. Alright, that's pretty much about it with the astrophysics part. Now I would like to discuss these things every now and then. If you have any more suggestions, put it down in the comment section. Matter of fact, you can also join our WhatsApp group. The link will be down in the description box.